Another form of analysis that we can take advantage of while having this cost information is the ability to filter and scope our timelines by how much they cost. So let's take a look at that. We'll go into our timelines view, and I'll click on this cost metric. This is going to show me a histogram relative to all of my patient encounters and how it skews by their cost. So I can see the minimum is nothing, the average is $119 per patient, and the maximum could be $273. So what I can do is skew this threshold and start to look at, well, let's say we're interested in analyzing patients which have cost us over $144. Now it's only 7.5% of our entire population, but that's still almost 1,770 patients which have cost between $144 and $273. Now let's apply this as a filter. Now we're looking at just those 1,767 patient encounters which have cost us over $144. And now we can start to drill in and take a look at things like root cause, where, when, and why this is actually occurring. And are there any trends in this data that allow us to point towards where these high expense patient encounters are most commonly occurring? And we can use the breakdown mechanism to do that. So we can break it down by the means of arrival, or the day of the week. Let's see if there's anything that stands out. That's a relatively even distribution there, day of the week. But actually, when we look at the different lab tests that are done, and actually the lab data is contained in this comments field, we can see here that there's a lab test that looks like it's a large slice of the pie. So maybe we need to go ask questions in the lab to understand exactly why it's either taking us so long or it's so costly when we're running this specific lab. But really, any of those different attributes that we load are going to allow us to drill in and try to take steps to mitigate these expensive patient costs, if at all possible.